So we are going to be in Singleback Trio out of the Minnesota Vikings playbook today. And we have a good one here, something a little bit different. We're going to come out here and drive wheel. Just come out any nickel normal play. And I'll tell you what, let's back this ball up. So we're in the Vikings playbook here using Captain Kirk. Got the sweet 90s jerseys on. They look pretty good, I gotta say. But here we're under center. And a lot of people don't like running under center. But I don't know, I really don't know why. I mean, I feel like stuff works better under center, to be honest, a lot of the times. So we're going to start here with these run plays. Stretch alert bubble, end zone weak. I like to have them both at my disposal because I like it's not a balanced formation. I can run left, I can run right, I can do whatever it is the defense is giving me. I can take it in the run game. I like that out of this formation. So we'll run the zone. Picking up good, right? You're allowed to pick up good yards with this because you can go, like here, I mean, they have 57 guys over to the right side of the field. Don't run the ball over there, right? You have the run left, use the run left. Pick up 5, 6, 7 yards right there. Pretty simple stuff in terms of that, in terms of the run game. I do want to show you the bubble though. In terms of the run game, and I mean, see, you can't bounce that outside. You can't bounce that outside. That was Dalvin Cook. I mean, he's one of the better running backs, obviously, but you can't bounce that outside. And you see, I mean, picking up 4 or 5. It is a good run, especially whenever your opponent doesn't base align. And this is still kind of a base align look, but we'll run it one more time anyway. And you can see, I mean, if your opponent isn't putting like the nickel guy out there, I mean, that you're going to be able to pick up a lot of yards. So that's the run game there. And it's transitioning into the pass plays here. You do probably want to move your best receiver. So I moved Justin Jefferson into the slot area, moved him inside because he's running a wheel route, he's running the crosser, and he's running a zig. So, and he could run different stuff inside of that zig. So you want your better receiver there. And I mean, the Vikings have both Thielen and him, so I just chose him. But let's go ahead and get into this drive wheel here. So a couple things you can do. You can streak X or Y really and use them as a clear out. We'll streak Y here first. And you see, we'll just back up. And I gotta get around to A. A is your man beater in that case. We'll go to the replay though. And get into that. So your first read, you're looking Justin Jefferson, but I mean, this DB does a really good job getting over top, taking that away. Right, you're trying to use this guy as a clear out, but unfortunately it's man. As soon as you see it's man, you got to get back to this tight end and get to the bottom of the middle of the field. So let's try to do that again. Here we do get zone, so we take the underneath route to Thielen, pick up what we can, right? And a lot of the time that's what's going to be open whenever you streak this middle guy right here. So when you streak him, I mean, he's carrying both those guys there, and you have Justin Jefferson on the wheel even more. So I mean, that's just, it opens it up for him. So whenever you streak Adam Thielen, what you're going to be looking for is this Westbrook route a lot of the times. And there it is. That's what you want. Let's go into replay and break that down. Okay. So your wheel is really going to carry this guy out of the play. Because if not, I mean, he might pick that up on the inside and just kind of stick with him a lot of times, especially if he's like a hook zone, stuff like that. So, but there it is. And then say this linebacker, say they shade under, this linebacker is going to play this dig route here. So then you have this side of the middle of the field open. Or if it's a user, you got to read the user in that case. So we'll streak him again. We'll streak Thielen one more time. And here, I mean, again, and I am pass leading that all the way to the left to kind of stop his momentum, to kind of sit him down. When, I'm going into replay a ton this video that's pretty crazy. I usually don't here this much. But here, I kind of stop his momentum just because I don't want him to get big hit by this linebacker, maybe force it out, stuff like that. So all good there. It looks like cover 0. So I'm just going to kind of get rid of this play. But yeah, I think you kind of get the idea of slot wheel, and especially if you have a faster guy in that wheel spot. Sometimes if he gets a good kind of outside release on him, he can get a step and he's gone. So, and of course you can just run the play stock, not streak anybody, read X and Y, and just make you read. Also, always an option. It's great to have options in plays too, and not just run the same the one play the same way 10 times in a row. If you have the same play and you do different things out of the same play, it's more things that your opponent has to worry about. So let's get into these boots here. We have boot right, boot left. We'll just run boot right because everybody has ran this play before. You can streak your tight end, you can delay fade your tight end, you can drag your tight end, you can out your tight end, whatever you want to do. I'm going to streak him on this particular play. Get outside the pocket, make your throw. You need a throwing ability, right? And I threw that late. But we'll do that again. We'll delay fade him so we have a better chance of getting outside the pocket. And there it is. Make your read, be your Y, whoever's going to be there, right? So very simple. Everybody's ran this play somewhere along the lines, and there you can see. I mean, that's why. Well, Kirk, what are you doing, bro? But you can see that's where you're going to go with this ball 90% of the time on this play. It seems like to Justin Jefferson. So if you have a better receiver, but sometimes you can also fit that ball in there. If I threw that earlier, I probably would have been able to fit that ball in. Let's go to replay again real quick. So sometimes this does flash open, like right here, like this linebacker blitzed. So like if you needed a hot, like if I would have threw it right there, you probably would have maybe been able to fit it in there. But I threw it a little bit late. Sometimes you can fit that ball in there as well. And then the great thing is you have that deep post. We'll just put A on an out this time. You do have that deep post that you can try and get over the top if it's like cover 0 or something like that. You can have that guy over the top, which is also really good. So we'll go back one more time, and we kind of put him on an out and just run it that way. So of course the out helps as well. If you're not going to streak him and try to stretch the field, the out is a way to go a lot of the times, and that is because let's get on the right guy. Pulls this guy down naturally, creates this big window, huge window to throw the ball into. And then that's going to make your opponent set their zone drops back to 20 or 25 yards, and then you're going to be able to take the out every single time down the field, and you'll be able to take 10, 15 yards at the out every single play. So that's what you like to see. That's what you were trying to see there. So we'll go to this PA boot left, and if you notice, we have a run right, run left, PA boot left, PA boot right. So it kind of plays off each other there. And I like that a lot. So here, the first thing you can do is literally just run it stock, sit in the pocket, and look for who's open. that is that in a nutshell there. Sit there, stay in the pocket. If you have, see, that's terrible. Don't do that. That's stupid. If you see him break down, don't throw it. That's stupid. So here, sit in the pocket, and you have A, put the ball over their heads. Okay, let's go in the replay just because, well, no, maybe we were going to the replay every single other time. So let's just do that. Let's just kind of zoom it out, get like an all 22 view. And yeah, so you can see like this guy here, he's just kind of playing out. He's just playing like maybe like a light blue, he could be playing a purple, but you can put that ball there because this zig route by Justin Jefferson is dragging him down. And then this guy, you have to assume that the user is going to take away this route coming across the middle of the field. So a lot of times that out route is where the ball is going to have to go. So let's try to do that this play. So they actually do cover it, and the user probably would have stuck with that on that play, to be honest with you. So your best bet right there is probably going to be check the ball down, which is okay in this offense because you have good runs and you have good things that aren't going to look the same. So if they guess right, they guess right. So be it that play. Go back to it. Hopefully you do something that they're not expecting. You're running left when they're thinking you're passing, or whatever the case may be. Hopefully you're doing something else that they don't want to do. So I mean, like right here, I mean, you have to take the check down, you take the check down, right? So be it. If they guess right, they guess right with this offense. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the entire basis of the scheme right here. I do like to just run this. I like to just run a stock a lot of times. Let's say they're overplaying the zig route. I mean, you can put him on Justin Jefferson on a slant, and they got to pick one. Him or A is going to be wide open. Him or your tight end is going to be wide open. So you can, yeah, I mean, you can slant him. You can, if I can get to the right play, you can drag him if you would like. Pick up easy yards. Drags are easy yards 9 times out of 10. Streak him if you see maybe your opponent's in cover 3 and you can get to that perfect spot in the field. If you would have like slot apprentice in that spot, maybe you put him on a crosser or something like that. So yeah, I mean, there's a ton there. Or maybe you just put him on out and just let him beat him. Just let him beat him. You get him out there quicker if he's not getting out there quick enough on the zig. So a very adjustable scheme, a lot of different stuff you can do out of it. And yeah, good stuff all around. Pretty balanced stuff. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Like the video. You know how to do that. You've watched videos before, right? So yeah. And yeah, hope to see you next one. Peace.